Good evening, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Wednesday, November 3rd. Many of you know that the threes are my favorite number. Any types of three, 333, 33, 30. I love the threes. To me, it's all about there's Trinity, there's past, present, future. It's all about the threes. And this is, I think, Allison's third time on.
Yeah,
so
it is actually.
It is, right?
Yeah.
So let's say hello to people, and then we'll start in a couple minutes. Janelle, aloha. How are you, my friend, all the way from Hawaii? David from Chicago, hello. Good to see you. Diane from Walnut, Illinois. Good to see you. Priscilla from South Side of Chicago. Hello. Ginger, we were just talking about you, Ginger. I just said to Allison before we got on, I said, Ginger, sent me Edgar. And not that Edgar's, I got to name Edgar, but it's a tourmalinized quartz. So wonderful. And thank you again. So Edgar is making a guest appearance today, just to let you all know. I'm not upstairs in the office because you know what? It is a little warmer down here. So it's chilly today. Is it cold in Canada?
It's cold. Yeah. It's the rainy, cold, wet season right now.
Yeah. It's yuck.
Well, I'm in the Pacific Northwest, just on the other side of the border. So same thing.
Yeah, just on the other side of the border. You're like what? Like 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours from me, something like that.
Literally, I'm a stone's throw from the Peace Arch border where Blaine, Washington is. Like I can see it from the beach. So I don't know how many hours that is from where you are.
How far is Seattle from you?
2 hours.
Okay, so you're 5 hours away from me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're closer to Oregon, correct?
I'm closer to Portland, Oregon. I'm about 30 minutes to Portland.
Okay.
Yeah, so close, but close enough. Hey, we can meet somewhere in the middle, have lunch. So Ginger, hello. Ellen, hello. Leslie, hello. I've missed you too, my friend. Beth, good evening. Amy, hello. Again, I know it came up again. Michelle, hello from Ohio. So good to see you. Guys, thank you so much for being on. We'll wait another minute or two, but welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited that Allison gets to start off our theme of the month of gratitude. And who better to have somebody as heartfelt as you to, and the work that you do is, it's literally full of grace. I really believe that. I believe that, the amount of energy that you put into your work, into your company, into making those beautiful candles is right there. They are made from beeswax.
Crooked. Sorry.
That's okay. Angel's taking flight had a little sip of something. Woo!
Woo!
And they're beautiful, and we can talk about those in a little bit. And just the work that you do. So Allison and I, you guys, we met through Celebrate Your Life, and we and it's funny because it's upstairs. I don't have it, but we were both in a book, and
I have it. Do you want me to? Then I'd have to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could you just get the property?
I do.
Thank you.
Just don't look behind my chair.
Don't look behind the chair. Everybody, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Don't look behind the chair. Don't look behind the chair. Look over here. Everybody, look over here. And actually look, because here is the meditation cloth. If you guys are going to take the class, this is the intro to the Peruvian meditation cloth that we're going to do on November 20th. And this is what it looks like. Another reason why I'm downstairs to keep on showing this. Go ahead. You can show the prop. So the Courageous Heart, guys, we are in, there's 25 of us, and Allison is in there, and she was so kind to write such a beautiful message, and we connected that way, and I've just love your energy. So if you'd like to tell a little bit about yourself, and we can start our talk in a little bit about gratitude, heartfelt gratitude for today's world, and we'll talk a little bit about what we mean about that. So go ahead.
Well, thank you so much, Elias. I really appreciate being on here today and speaking to you and your beautiful audience. Some of you I have met through other lives, and it's always a pleasure. So again, thank you. For people that don't know me, my name is Allison, also known as a queen bee, because I am the founder of HoneyHeart Company, which is my humble little company here in Canada. I'm located in White Rock, British Columbia, but all of my services are mostly online. And I'm a queen bee also because I have a nonprofit initiative, which you've just seen a sample of one of the products, that sponsors a collective memorial beehive at Heritage Gardens Sustainable Cemetery here in South Surrey. So the services that I do offer, though, aside from that nonprofit initiative, is I teach heart math mentoring. So I'm a certified heart math mentor or coach, whatever term you want to use. And I teach people how to build personal resilience through their certified self-regulation tools. And I also have a guided meditation that I just came out to help people, tap into the wisdom of their heart with just, some extended self-care. I also lead and produce wellness retreats. So I just hosted my first one. And I also provide some virtual services. There's my Project Angel is the volunteer. I call it my volunteer initiative because I volunteer to run it. My nonprofit initiative, which we'll talk more about later. But so aside from mentoring and producing and hosting events, I also have virtual clients that I help them with their heart-centered business, and also planning some events for them as well. So, yeah.
You're a busy woman.
I'm busy. I'm a busy bee.
Like a bee. There you go. See, busy bee. So you are the perfect person today to talk about heartfelt gratitude in today's society, because I feel that, we all are busy. Even with COVID, we've gotten back to some of the old routines, and not that they're healthy routines. Look, and I just gave you one of the Greek looks, everyone. I was like, not that they're healthy routines.
I can do that too.
Yes. But I think when we focus on what we're grateful for and come from a different place of gratitude, I know that you do your grateful journey journal.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been doing it online. I did it last year. I've done it privately for myself, but I'm like, you know what? I want to do it for everyone, and that everybody is part of it. So I've been doing it on my personal page and on my business page, and on Instagram. 30 days of gratitude. Just list one thing that you're grateful for. You can explain it or not, but
Right.
I think it's really important for people to take a look at what we might look at something that is so heartfelt. We might, I don't want to say take advantage of it, or look at it like, oh, well, it's nothing, but really stop and say, I am really grateful for my home. What does that mean? When I drive to Portland and I see people in a tent lined up, and there's 30 of them in a tent, and there is people on a tent on a sidewalk, it just breaks my heart. And I'm like, things could be really tough with me. Things could be really low, but I'm so grateful to have a home. I'm so grateful for the ability to, keep food on the table. And even sometimes it might be a chocolate eclair, but still it's food on the table.
Well, this will sustain you. I have honey.
Honey is great.
Yes. Nature's oldest healing medicine too.
And you do something with the honey, don't you?
I sell it.
Yes.
So, we can talk about that later if you want.
Let's talk about that later. Yeah, no, that's good. But there's so much that I think, for you to talk about a little bit about the heartfelt gratitude, and how do you combine heart math? Can you explain people a little bit what HeartMath is?
So HeartMath is a US-based company, and they have an institute that does research on the science and power of the heart. So I think your audience are mostly familiar with, that the heart actually can generate an electromagnetic field up to 6 feet. So it's not woo-woo, it's real, right? So they kind of take out that woo-woo part of the energetic intuition part of it and study it scientifically. And then they put that data into their certified tools and exercises that coaches and mentors and all the different programs they have can use to help people learn to self-regulate. And self-regulation, I was thinking about this, and I always tell this to my students now. Self-regulation, you could, because you might think, what is that? What does that mean? It doesn't mean just calming yourself down. It's being able to shift and transform emotions into something like gratitude. So how do you turn anger into gratitude, for example?
Right.
Well, it's quite a process, and you need to practice it because you might have to come to neutral first. It's very hard to shift. So learning how emotions and everything has a physiological effect on our body, and how we have the power to transform that. So I like to say self-regulation is self-empowerment, because you're not relying on anything else or anybody else to do it for you or take or change that emotion. You are self-regulating in the moment. And that's what HeartMath teaches us to do. And when we do that, naturally, we begin to tap into the natural, inherent, intuitive power of our heart, which, as we know, sends more information to the brain than vice versa. So why aren't we taking time to listen, right? If we really want to experience heartfelt gratitude, it does take some time to connect, right?
So when people are really focusing on the heart and really going deeper than they normally would, it creates something, a chemical within the body to shift. We can shift emotions. We can shift, I almost want to say, perception of where we are. And correct me if I'm wrong, this is Greg Braden's big thing that he teaches.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
Greg Braden, Dr. Joe Dispenza, they all blend HeartMath into their work and teach it in their way. And they partner with HeartMath, I believe, which is how I first heard about it. And I loved it so much. It's really one of the things that helped me so much on my heart healing journey after the loss of my father and some other difficult life challenges, that helped me. Now I'm in a place where I help others do that. And it's such a beautiful place to be. So I was going to say two things was, yes, you can shift your perception, but you can also change your attitudes and your beliefs through that process.
And that's why everyone that, really truly Allison's work and what she does with her company is so important. It's so important to, when you have something, and we'll talk about it in a little bit, when you have something like Project Angel, I think it's really important to show up and to really give, if you can't make the performance, we'll call it a performance, that we have, then also, support in other ways. I think it's really, the work that you're doing is helps on many levels. And I think it all goes back to the heart. And I love, that's why I love your company, HoneyHeart. It's just, yes, there's so much. And I know we're talking again, everybody, not to get off the topic about gratitude in today's world, but think about what we do every day. We get up, we do our routine, we go to bed, we get up and we do the same thing. And then on the weekends, maybe we change it up. What can we do that in our own self, within our own place, to shift energy, to shift awareness. And really, honestly, Allison, that's what I think you do. You just really get people to shift awareness in their bereavement, or awareness
Mm.
in the memory that, that what you're teaching, what you went through, what I went through, what all of us go through, but you have brought it right to the face and said, this is what happened when my dad passed away. And I don't know. I love you and adore you. But I want everyone else to know that this work is so monumental in so many ways. And if we can each take a stance on how we are grateful for the small things. Did you guys ever walk down the street and you're having a bad day, someone just smiles at you? What does that do to your heart? How does that shift you? Just by saying, that was so kind for that person to smile and say good morning. That was so nice of that person to let me in the traffic lane when I'm trying to merge. That was so nice of them to hold the door open. These small little things we take for granted. And I think it's really important in today's world that we see all the tiny little things.
Yeah.
Let me say a quick hello to people. Hello, it's very good to see you. Rachel, hello. Barker Truth, as Ginger would say. So Willow has to say hello. And Dorothy, who is secretly watching from work, not to call her out, but I love when she watches from work. Hello and welcome. What's some ways that you follow gratitude in today's world? How do you shift?
Well, I like that you use the word shift, but I something I do regularly since I read a specific book a number of years ago. I should have put it in front of me, but it's by Tim Shields, and it's called A Curious Year in the Great Vivarium Experiment. Might have to email it to you so you can type it out. But
sure.
It was, he did an experiment where you write 5 things you're grateful for and then 5 things you intend to create. Oh, wow. So I like it. I started doing that 2 years ago, I think. It might have been 3 now. Since then. So I have so many of these little books, and maybe I'm on my 5th one by now. I'm not even sure, but I just, in the morning, I like to have my coffee and go sit by the window and do my gratitude first. Don't look at the phone, but I have to keep telling my mind and my body to do that. Don't look at the phone, do your gratitude, because I want to set that intention. Right. And, and then I'll find actually through that practice, what it does, it doesn't just shift you into a replenishing. There you go. Yay.
Thanks, Priscilla. Thank you, Priscilla.
Love that book. And so it doesn't just shift you into a regenerative or replenishing emotion like gratitude. It also expands your awareness. And I find that something will happen throughout the day, maybe one of those little things, and I'll feel that kind of hit of like a yummy emotion, like, oh my God, that was so nice, or I can't believe that happened. And then I make a mental note, I gotta write that in my gratitude journal. So most of the time I do in the morning, but sometimes it's whenever, it's not always every day. It might be the evening. And then you'll find over time that the things you're writing that you are great, or the things that you intended to co-create, are things later that you're writing that you're grateful about because they happened. Right. So I like that creative piece because you can just get fun with it and say, I always say I intend to co-create instead of create, because hello. Yeah. We're co-creators.
I always say the same thing. I'm like, we are co-creating with the universe constantly. Yeah.
So I intend to co-create. Actually, I wrote this morning because the landlords haven't done the garden for a while. So I intend to co-create the front garden being cleaned and clear to open up my view. Just, not that I'm trying to force anything, but that would be nice. I feel good when everything is clear and like whatever. But you could say, I intend to co-create a trip to Las Vegas. You know, you could do small or big, but play with it. And really, I think the trick is really actually sitting and feeling that emotion. And I think why we don't notice the little things, or I think all of it comes down to patience.
Mm-hmm.
Our attention is split so many different ways, and we always have so many things to do and technology and all that, that we don't really practice sitting and feeling that emotion long enough.
I would agree with you.
Go to the next thing, right? To try and find it.
What did people do before cell phones? I remember, we all remember like one of our parents sitting at the kitchen table with a cup of coffee, and there was a newspaper.
Yeah.
To hear that sound, that, you know, my dad would go through the Chicago Tribune. He had the Chicago Tribune and the Sun-Times, both papers, and the Wall Street Journal. That's how my dad was like that. He would want to know up to date on stuff, and he wouldn't read the whole paper, you know, but that was his morning routine. He would make the coffee. He would get everything going, and I would wake up to that sound of the newspaper.
Yeah, same with mine. And he would do the crossword, and that's so good for your brain.
Yep.
Right?
My mom did the crosswords. My dad did the reading, and my mom, after her vision went bad, she didn't get to do the crosswords anymore. But she missed that, and she used to love Reader's Digest. She loved the Reader's Digest. I don't know why, but she did. And that, and the Architectural Digest magazine.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at those, like just seeing the world is what she would see, like what other people saw and how they saw it. So just fascinating. And I think our parents had the true sense of gratitude. The true sense of gratitude. I think that generation, because how old was your dad when he passed?
My dad he died on his birthday. So it was his 68th birthday, but he didn't wake up. So technically he was 68.
Right.
There's a picture of, wait.
There you go. Yeah.
That's me as a baby and him. I love that picture. So.
I don't know why I just did this.
I know.
Like, let everybody see what am I doing?
Yeah. So,
yeah, that's a great picture. That is.
And he wasn't sick or anything, so it was just sudden and unexpected, and you know, you just never know. And something I'm super grateful for, and it's not, you know, to plug Project Angel, it's actually that he never got to see this project that I created after he died. And I had no idea I would be doing this. This is how my name HoneyHeart Company started. As a creative response to grief, my aunt took me to a candle supply store one day, and she makes candles every year. And I saw the beeswax sheets and thought, well, that looks interesting. I'm going to try and make something. And I had a cookie cutter that my mom gave me at Christmas many years ago, you know, like tied to a gift. And I thought, and I just kind of made my first angel. And then I called my crafts HoneyHeart Candles. So that's how I ended up evolving it into my company and my brand. And then last year came up with the idea for Project Angel to make it a collective memorial beehive for everybody. Like your parents are honored on the Hive Honor Roll. Yeah.
So tell everybody a little bit about it.
Yeah. So again, I used to sell these candles and just like for fun, but now I turn them into, it's so hard to do this on a camera. It feels backwards.
No, you're good. You're good. Stop right there. Yeah. And get a little closer.
They have a little love charm on them.
Yep.
And they're handmade by me out of pure beeswax. And it is a wick. There is a candle in there. So you kind of have to put it in a dish when you burn it. Or some people just keep them like this as a token. So what it is it's a memorial beehive. So yeah, and you can go to the link right there that Priscilla has put to read all about it and see all the pictures. And there's a hive honor roll. So anyone who purchases a product can add name or names to the hive honor roll that we will honor. It will be it's our beehive. So through the sales of the candles, that's how it started. I was able to make the first sponsorship last year. So I received 80% of the honey from the hive this year, which was 72 jars.
Wow.
And I have 24 left for sale. So they're on the website on the shop. And again, if you order something, you can add names actually directly from that website. You can type them in. And there's also these. They're little angel seed planters. They have wildflower seeds in them.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and you can grow little wildflowers. So through these products, it pays for the annual care and maintenance of the bees every year because they are at the Heritage Garden Sustainable Cemetery during the summer. But in the winter, like right now, they have a special farm, a beekeeper. And guess what this farm is called?
What?
Honest to Goodness Farms.
I love that. I love that. That's cute. That's really cute.
Yeah, so they have a professional beekeeper that takes care of them during the winter and make sure we have a healthy hive so we can enjoy the honey for generations. And it's about sweetening bereavement, and leaving a living legacy, or not even leaving it, like living our legacy while we're here. Because I didn't get to celebrate with my dad, and just like that, he was gone. So my mission is to celebrate life while we're here, live our legacy while we're here instead of waiting for someone to celebrate it when you're gone. Right?
Exactly. And that's a huge part, everyone, about gratitude. It is about really, how grateful we are to live each day at the fullest. No regrets, not to, again, this journey, Allison, because we've chatted offline, but for me to say, okay, at 56, I'm leaving the Midwest and coming all the way to the Pacific Northwest. Am I crazy? Am I nuts? And everyone's heard the story, but in a Toyota Prius with a almost 50-pound dog, three-legged, and an 80-pound dog.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it just was like crazy nuts. And had no idea. It was 106 when we were traveling through Boise, Idaho, and Nebraska. Everyone is a very long state. Very long state. But it's saying, okay, if I didn't, I would have regretted that. I would have regretted it. And everything happens in our life, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Those things happen for us, not to us. And when we can see that this happens for us, that, like you said, we are co-creating. We might not know what the best is for us, but the universe sure does. And we just have to trust that, and trust that the ups and downs that we have makes us stronger. Really, truly does. I mean, like I didn't expect my mom to go within 24 hours and gone, just gone. I was prepared as an only child, as being an adopted child of older parents. I kind of was like, okay, they're gonna die when I'm younger, but I didn't expect my mom to go when I was 35 years old. I wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah, me neither.
And it was just, as you know, it just changes you. And it really showed me the strength that I had. And that's why the gratitudes, and that's why I'm on my lives talking about my parents. And that's why, when you asked me to be part of Evening with Spirit on November 14th, that was your dad's birthday, correct?
That was my dad's birthday and his angelversary. So he died on that day too.
Yes. And then I told Allison That was the day that my parents used to come into my room or call me up on the phone, no matter what. Let's say I was 4 years old. And my mom and dad would come into my room and they would say, "Good morning. 2 years ago today, we brought you to American soil." Blah, blah, blah. So I was baptized on November 13th in Athens, Greece, and came to America on November 14th. So when you said the date, I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah.
And here is, yep, here. Thank you so much. And we'll talk about that in a minute. Julie says the best thing you did, it has given you strength. Yep, totally. Hello, Teresa. Thank you for being here. Ginger, it's not always easy. So true. So true. Very, very true. So let's wrap up the, then we can talk about the other stuff.
Yeah.
What else would you suggest that people do differently in today's world to create a better sense of gratitude, a heartfelt sense of gratitude?
Well, I think there's really no way around it. It's actually just sitting with your heart. And that may sound to some people like, well, I don't know what to do, or how do you do that? It's really simple, and you can do it right now. I invite you to place your hands on your heart. This is what I do. You can, you can do this or this, but that sense of touch is an acknowledgement. I feel you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for teaching me. Mm-hmm. And then, breathe slower and deeper than usual. And then try and re-experience, like make a sincere attempt to re-experience a regenerative emotion like appreciation or gratitude for anything, your pets, a place, the roof over your head, this silly little candle that has brought me so much joy connecting with all of you. And that's the heart's journey, and the only way to go on that journey is to connect within. And if you can carve out a couple of minutes, I would say at least 5 minutes a day. You can even do, actually, what I do sometimes is when I'm driving, obviously I'm not closing my eyes and my hands are on the wheel, but is I'll be aware that, okay, I need to do a little self-regulation to get, instead of being frustrated and impatient, how do I turn that into gratitude in the moment? So when I go visit my mom in a care home or go somewhere I don't really want to be, like running errands maybe, how do I shift? So something people can try and do differently is, even when you're driving, place your awareness on your heart center and just consciously breathe a little slower. That's it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I'm so,
Yeah. And I do the same thing when I'm talking to clients, when I'm doing any coaching, they're like, well, my partner doesn't understand me, or my friend doesn't understand, whatever it is, friend, a person doesn't understand where I'm coming from. Are you coming from the heart? Place your hand on the heart and speak from that place. We are so into coming from here. Gratitude isn't what you think about. It's what you feel.
Yes.
And you have to drop down to here to get it. That's where it is in today's world, is shift it up here, because we're constantly overthinking. Let's be real here, people. COVID taught us how to slow down and go within. And it's a huge lesson for many of us. And how do we shift with that? It's different. It's challenging. It's could also be exciting. Janelle says, I love the feel of my heartbeat. Yes. Crystal also said, I really enjoyed your meditation, Allison, the one on your website. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And, I just wanted to touch on what she said was, so I always there's technology to help us see a shift in the moment, or, through heart math and other things you can do, like those meditation headbands. People always want to see this, right?
Right.
we need to practice feeling it in our body and remembering that. And because in a world where we are taught not to feel and turn everything off and it's not safe, and I've learned that sensitivity and feeling is your superpower, right? That's totally where your self-empowerment comes from. So practice, like for me, sometimes it feels like it's expanding and it's warm right here. So, just be playful, be curious,
Agreed.
It doesn't have to be regimental.
And where do people find you on Instagram? They can find you at honeyheart.ca. I want you guys to know that even though she's saying HoneyHeart Company, it's CA Canada, guys. CA.
Yeah.
And I'm punching something up really quickly. If you go there, look in Allison's bio, and you will see the Evening with Spirit, the special event. Here it is. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see it. There it is.
On the top, yep.
And then I'm going to click on it, and then it tells you everything you want to know. Let me turn it. It won't turn. Okay, that's okay. Here's this Evening with Spirit. So Marissa, Melissa, and myself. It's November 14th, 6 p.m. Pacific, which is 8 o'clock Central and 9 o'clock Eastern. And it's via Zoom. Can you tell everybody a little bit? And see, guys, here it is. Look at how cute. Look at how cute that angel is. So beautiful. I just love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Can you tell everybody a little bit about Project Angel?
Yeah, so Project Angel is, like I said, a little bit before, it sponsors that collective memorial beehive that we get the honey. You can purchase the honey, the angel candles, and the memorial seed planters on my website. That way you can submit a name to the Hive Honor Roll, which gets published on my website. And next year I'm thinking about doing a ceremony on the site when the bees are back in late spring. And it's just a collective way for us to honor the ones who walked before us, honor our loved ones, and really live our legacy, with joy again. Because I know how tough it is going through that. And I'm here, to support you. Elias is here to support you. And we want to give back. It's just a way of giving back and honoring life. Yeah.
Totally. And the evening, you want to explain a little bit about November 14th?
So this is the first annual Evening with Spirit that I've organized, produced, and will be hosting live on Zoom with 3 of my amazing friends, Elias Patras and Melissa White is a psychic medium here locally who's very popular and wonderful person, such a pleasure to work with. And Marissa Wilkie, who does angel card readings and spirit guide card readings. So, and Elias, of course, channels the angels, which I love. And so anyways, we are tapping into each of their gifts throughout those 3 hours. You don't have to be there for the whole thing unless you want to, of course, because there's a giveaway from each medium who are giving away a free complimentary reading. So this is a chance for you to tune into spirit together, to share in the spirit of love and gratitude for the legacy they left us in our hearts, and to carry that on and potentially receive a message. Obviously we can't guarantee everybody a message, but for the most part, we're there to, as a collective energy, to receive what we need on our journey. So part of the proceeds, 50% of the proceeds, are going to Project Angel to help pay for the annual care and maintenance of the beehive. Yeah.
That's really important, you guys. I mean, you do so much work with this, and that's why I was so So wanting to be part of, sorry, my computer is low on battery. So let me just, whoops. Okay, there we go. So let me get that plugged in there. There we have it.
I was going to do one of these to you because I brought my glasses out.
Oh,
well, you know, Elias.
Yes.
You've been more prepared. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, exactly. So it's important to really help with this cause, you guys. So if you can't make the Zoom, go on Allison's website, purchase a honey, purchase the little seed packets. For those of us that have no clue with gardening, so wonderful. You just like
You
dig
literally
a
just
hole, put it in,
yeah.
pour some water on it, voila, done and done. So
Yeah.
easy. Gina says, hello, Allison and Eliza. I absolutely love the angel. I just ordered one. They are beautiful. So awesome. And I love the new picture, Gina. Looks great. And here you have, do you want to tell, so tickets are $55.55 Canadian dollar and approximately $45 US.
Yeah. So I made it an angel number just because that's kind of cool, right? I mean,
Yeah, totally.
I like that. But yeah, it's a very reasonable cost for 3 hours of 3 amazing mediums, as you know, Elias. And Melissa and Marissa are awesome too. And I'm there just to host and like for 5 minutes, you know, in between and really just help them deliver their gifts to you. So I would love to see you there. You can still buy tickets. And then what will happen is you'll purchase your ticket and then I send an email to everyone. I'm going to be doing it next Monday with the official Zoom link. So you don't get it right away because we want to make sure people who have registered will get the link. Just so that it's safe and secure. So you can register up until the event day, but make sure you check your spam folder and all your folders. But if not, you know, if you've registered and you haven't received anything, my email is always available. And it's on my website, but it's Allison, ALLISON at honeyheart.ca. Yeah. So I hope you'll join us because it's the first annual event. I want to do this every year to help celebrate in the spirit of appreciation and gratitude and love for our loved ones and, you know, save the bees, make honey.
It's right, guys. That's the other thing. It's like, be grateful. Look at that. Be grateful. Be grateful for the bees. I mean, you know, so many are becoming extinct.
And we would not have food. Like literally, we will have nothing if they are not here to pollinate.
Yeah.
So it's really important that these beehive programs keep running. There you go. Thank you, Priscilla. And actually a lot of, you know, what's really interesting, just sidebar, is a lot of even upscale hotels like the Fairmont have beehives on the rooftops and they have that as part of their food for their local food, and people are becoming more sustainability conscious like that. So this is just a small thing that you can do to contribute to that and also honor your loved one. And, you know, it touches people's hearts, right? Grief can be heavy. We want to sweeten that a little bit if we can.
That's why I love the work that you do. And guys, let's make this successful for Allison. And if you can't join, like I said, go on, buy some honey, buy a candle, buy the seed packets, tell your friends about it. You guys do so much work from the heart for me, and I appreciate it. And I'm asking you guys to do this work for Allison as well, to really just share the info. It's so important to share. This is what community is about. It is about lifting others up and spreading our wings and really having us all soar together. So I can't tell you enough how important this work is that Allison does, and and the work that, you know, I know we all have lost, whether it's, and I'm going to say loved one, that's a pet, that's a friend, that's a grandparent, that's a parent. Loss is challenging, and like you said, it's about sweetening that and understanding that, even our pets leave a legacy for us. They give us that unconditional love.
Yeah.
And our parents and our grandparents and those that have gone before us have shifted our world.
Yeah.
This is a wonderful way of giving them a nod and saying thank you. So Janelle says, grateful for the sweetness of life. Thank you both. You're welcome. And guys, Janelle will be on not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday on the 17th. She'll be on and we'll be talking about embodying gratitude. So that will be interesting. And next week, my friend G. Tyndall will be on, and she will be on talking about, ready for this, embodying gratitude with crystals.
Oh.
How can we do that? How the crystals can not embody. I used that already. Enhance. Sorry, Janelle, I got so into embody. Look at that. Oh,
I have a HoneyHeart one. I don't know what kind. What is that? But it was at my mom's house, so I took it. Well, I moved her into a care home, so I inherited this.
That looks like, and you know what? It's yellow, orange, right?
Yeah.
It's a citrine, I believe.
I put it on my little sacred table, so my altar.
I like it. Yeah, just like this over here. Whoops, wrong way.
I have a question for you. Can we just go off topic for like 1 minute?
I love going off topic.
I'm super grateful about this. Okay.
I love the impromptu. Go for it.
I am so grateful. And you guys, I don't know if anyone remembers, but the interview I did with you, remember there was like some weird energetic feather that fell in the background?
Yeah.
Well, I have 3 eagle feathers that I've found throughout my life. That's awesome. These are clearly eagle, right? Yeah. The last Friday, I was walking home I took myself out for dinner. I'm single, so I went to a restaurant and walking home, and I just happened to look, and there's this random feather I've never seen in my life here on the ground. And then I'm like, that doesn't look like an eagle feather. Obviously, and then I brought it home, and look how different that is.
It's a turkey feather.
But I'm like, we don't have turkeys here.
Let me do that again. It's my favorite thing.
I love that. Okay, but there's no turkeys here.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God.
Really, no turkeys there.
We don't have turkeys on the West Coast. Like,
across the border.
Did it fall out of someone's car? But it potentially could be a hawk. But how cool is this? I mean, it felt like a huge blessing because the moon was full too. It was so beautiful.
I love that. So
I'm really grateful, and I put it on my altar. So there.
Look up what turkey medicine means. Look up the animal spirit guide, turkey. Irma says you got one now. Yes. But I would look up. Doesn't that is special? Says Teresa. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. I think we have these little gifts. So nice that you got those big eagle feathers. Do you know that those are cool? I'm gonna admit to this. So my friend went to Peru, and she smuggled in a condor feather. Actually, 2 of them for me, and because the condor is very important to the indigenous culture there, and just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Of course, after several different types of ceremonies that we did on retreats, one of them is called a cord cutting ceremony, where we let go of a word that's stuck in our energetical body, and we scream it out. Then you cut the cord and you use the feather to do it. Well, after so many times of doing that, 38 retreats, and we did it on, I would say, at least 2 or 3 a year, the feather just got all gnarly.
Oh yeah.
I had to put it in the fire. So I'm missing my condor. Yeah, I don't know why. I was like, why doesn't the zoo just sell them? They could, I mean, it's not like they're going to go anywhere. They could do like, they can clean it up. They can.
Well, I read that. I did Google this at first, and I read that it's like prohibited to keep them.
Oh,
I don't know. So that could be why.
That could be why. What are they going to do with them? That's my question, everybody. What are they going to do with them? So it's not like you can go ahead and like, oh, we're going to stuff pillows with them. Janelle says we have turkeys on. I'm going to botch this name. Molokai. They walk all over town. I love my turkey feathers. Janelle, does that look like a turkey feather? It sure looks like one to me.
Oh, I think that. Oh no, I'm thinking of the crater. I think it's Molokini Crater. I went to Maui once.
Oh, I've never been to Maui. It's on my bucket.
Yeah, and then I drove up to see the sunrise on Mount Haleakala. I think I said it right. Oh, that was amazing. Amazing.
I love, and that, I don't know why, ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to go to Hawaii. I just thought it was really, really, really cool. Very, very cool. Anything else going on, Allison, that you have going on that we want to share with everybody?
I have another website. So part of my heart healing journey that I took after my dad's death, I developed this framework called the Heart's Journey. And so all of the events that I produce now, except for this one, because I put it's part of Project Angel, is called the Heart's Journey by HoneyHeart Co. And so if you're interested in any retreats in person, you can stay apprised on, or any of the virtual services or hosting that I do for other people, you can stay apprised on theheartsjourney.ca. But other than that, this is the beautiful next event that's happening, in a week and a half, I think. Yeah. And then I'm just going to relax into winter and take that time within for myself. So there'll be more to come in the new year for sure.
So 11 days, guys, 11 days to come and support and evening with spirit. That's beautiful. That's a nice
one. I made these nice cards for local.
You do great work, Allison. I love how crisp and clean all of your marketing is. I'm so I don't want to say envious. I'm going to say proud of the work that you do, and it really inspires. Thanks, everybody. It inspires me to do good work. I'm excited when I could do a Canva, and I'm like, wow, did I get it correctly?
That's my power word, is inspire. Hey, that's a great gratitude story. 1 second. Do you guys know where I found that, or where I obtained that sign? From a garbage pile on the side of the road. One day, one day when I was feeling really inspired by an idea that I had, I literally carried that feeling all day. I don't know why. I was just excited, and I kept thinking about it, and I kept evolving in my head. And then I was driving home, and I saw that sign, and I was like, what? It's free for the taking. And that's been that's a very small thing. But when we cultivate that feeling within us, we begin to experience some of that synchronicity and feedback.
Listen to what Allison just said. Free for the taking. Free inspire. It's free to inspire. Free to inspire. I love that. And inspire, the word inspire is my background on my personal page.
Oh, that's right. And do you know what? To be inspired is to be in spirit.
I love that.
So I love that we're sharing the evening with spirit and learning to go within to feel that spirit and feel spirit around us and within us. Because we all have that gift. We all have the gift to tune in, and it lives in the heart. So we need to work to cultivate that feeling in the heart. Heartfelt. So true. See, it comes full circle, everybody. It comes full circle. Gina Inspire. Yep, I love it. Priscilla says thank you. Thank you, Allison, for being on here, guys. Can you hold the phone after we?
I want to just tell all of you that this work is really important that Allison does. So, in any way that you can support it, please go to her website and look up Project Angel. Go there. Priscilla, can you put the website up just one more time? I'd appreciate that. And go to Allison's website. Yes, that's what I was going to ask. So thank you.
Yes.
We're going to do it a little bit different today, too.
Oh, okay.
So, and thank you, Priscilla, for the reminder. So I wanted to tell everybody that not to go anywhere because we are going to meditate, but also it's important that we connect with gratefulness. It's important that I have gratitude for all of you. I have gratitude for all the guests that come on. I have gratitude for this work. And we are all in our own way, whether you're on social media or not on social media, we are all doing this work. We are all doing spirited work. And you might not be a psychic or a medium or a trance channel or an acrobat or a juggler, whatever you are. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you are human spirit, and you are a human spirit with a heart. And that heart is connecting to others on so many levels that you don't understand. And we just need to be grateful for connection. So grateful. And that's why, guys, I always end my lives with connect, educate, and grow, because it's so true. So here it is, honeyheart.ca. That is an A, everybody. /project-angel. And go there, please. Support. Now, I did promise you we have a contest for November. I'm going to be transparent here and say I didn't finish the flyer. I took a nap instead. And I didn't finish the flyers. So I will have all the details. I'm going to say I will have all the details by before Saturday, hopefully tomorrow. I have a busy day tomorrow, but I will have all the details for the new contest. And I have an idea of what it's going to be, but I just need all the wording. So if you can stay, I'm just going to mute you. And then we'll chat once again right after the meditation. It's going to be a quick meditation, guys. It's going to be so easy tonight, okay? No music tonight. So we're doing it a little different. Okay, here we go. Let's pray that the dogs don't bark. Okay. Oh, gosh. Sorry, hang on. I just wanted to mute you. I didn't want to remove you.
You can switch, because I'm just going to have my eyes closed anyway.
Okay, all right. I'll bring you back. Okay, so I have all my angels around me, all of you, and all of the energetic angels. You see over here, there we go. There's my mom, my grandmother, her mom, my grandfather, her two brothers. The third brother isn't in the picture. And then mom, dad, and I are over here on my meditation cloth. And then over here, that's my dad. Graduation, high school graduation. I'm surrounded by love. And I want you to focus on the gratitude of love tonight for our meditation. So, like Allison was saying earlier, place both hands on your heart and just feel your heartbeat. Good. Take a nice breath in. Slowly exhale out. And as you do, close your eyes. I want you to take a moment and think of all the things that you're grateful for. Grateful for your home. Grateful for your job, your kids, your family, your friends, your soul family. Breathe that in. What would it look like if you were to surround yourself with all that energy? If the love from everyone that you knew came in a band of light, what color would it be? Could you imagine that band of light surrounding you? Filled with gratitude, filled with love, filled with inspiration, filled with excitement, compassion, hope, faith, joy, laughter. Imagine what that would feel like to be surrounded by that type of energy the moment that you wake up. And feel that throughout the day. And feel that in the stillness of this moment. And then feel this when you go to bed tonight, when your head touches the pillow. And you close your eyes and you surround yourself by all those that have gone before you. Your loved ones, your angels that are watching over you, your loved ones here in the now, your friends, your family and soul family, all surrounding you energetically for a peaceful slumber. And when you wake up with that energy. You wake up with that love, with that peace, with that joy. Breathe that in. Take that energy in. Know that we are grateful each and every moment of the day, and that our energy can shift and change in an instant, and we can shift and change others by being an inspiration, by understanding what love means, what joy means, and hope and faith and compassion and kindness. Let us be teachers. Let us be students. Let us be angels for one another. Take a nice breath in and come back to the here and now. And I'm going to bring Allison back on. So I want to thank you, Allison, for being on here tonight. Thanks everybody that stayed on for the meditation. So appreciated. And Allison, just hold that thought for a second. Guys, remember, what's tomorrow? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we may have a special guest. You'll have to find out. I will announce the contest as soon as that flyer's done. I will announce the contest, and I'm so looking forward to. Remember, also, I'm doing a special 40% off my 1 hour one-on-one, 40% off intuitive tutoring packages, and 40% off the empowerment coaching. That's my thankfulness for being grateful, for the full of greatness that you all have. So that's my November special. And thank you, Priscilla. There we go. And come join us November 14th for an evening with spirit. From my heart to yours, remember, we are here to connect. And when we connect, we educate one another. And when we educate one another, we grow. Once again, from our hearts to yours. Thanks for being here, everyone. And thank you, Allison. Hold that thought. Guys, have a beautiful night. And remember, walk with the angels. Your loved ones are always watching and always with you. Take care, everyone.